Okay, so with a token, it's an authentication mechanism that can do two things. It can identify and it can also authenticate. So as you see in my graphic we have here, it can tell a server or a resource, right, what we're trying to access, what access rights a user possesses. Okay, so as an example in a Windows environment here, we have a client that wants to log into that domain. The client's going to log in to the domain controller. The domain controller will query LDAP to see that user and what groups they're a member of and so forth. It's going to then send back a token. That token is then used by the client to present to resources within that domain what level of access they have, what groups they're members of, and so forth. And then the ACLs on the individual resources, whether it be a file or a printer or whatever the case might be, the ACLs or the access control list will determine, okay, if you're a member of finance or you're a member of HR or this group or that group, you have different levels of permissions. The token that is presented by the client will list out what groups they're members of. And that, of course, translates to what levels of access they have. So tokens can either allow or deny access. So when that client presents that token to a resource and that checks against the group memberships, if a specific group is denied access, well then guess what? The client is denied access. Even if that client has permissions in 5 other groups that give them full control, if they have membership in one group that is denied access or they're explicitly themselves denied access on that resource, that trumps everything else. So a deny will always overrule any number of allows. Okay, just keep that part in mind.